Hello, hello, hello. Here we are again. With our incredibly depleted party. We ran into a little bit of bother, and everyone took a good solid booping. We've all been booped multiple times. Much booping was had. I was also reading the Beckme book. Was it the Beckme book I was reading? It was. I was reading the Beckme site. Well, actually, I was reading the old school Essentials book, and it was like two-handed combat, -2, -4. And I was like, oh, that's a bit crap. Why do I get a minus to my main hand? And I checked the Beckme book, and the Beckme book is no modifier and -4, right? So that's interesting. Then I was thinking, well, you could bundle that with weapon specializations, right? You could have you need a specialization in both weapons, and then spend another specialization on two-handed fighting. So if we kind of looked at, say, Ren, you could say have sword, dagger, two-handed fighting, and shortbow. Or you have dagger, spear, dagger, trident, net, two-handed fighting, that kind of thing. So that's something to think about. I was also thinking about maybe having as we reach say level 5 or something, you have a possibility to have an advanced class, because I know it kind of happens around 8 or 9 where you can turn your fighters into paladins or knights, or I don't know, it's paladins, paladins, chevaliers, or what's the other one? Avengers? The bad knights. Anyway, there's a bunch of things in Beckme that you can do with fighters and clerics as they level up, depending on their alignment and their landedness, whether or not they decide to be landed or wandering knights. Because I've also been playing a lot with, not playing, but reading the new Pendragon Game Master's Guide. Anyway, something to think about. After kind of sitting there being very annoyed by the enemy getting 1 million attacks and you only getting one chance to have an attack. But anyway, with that, let's get on with it. So first things first, we're gonna have to take some of these potions. Where's my pencil gone? Oh no, not again! Not again! Come on, there it is. See? Right. So we can use the fourth one here. Is going to go. So that's D6 healing. We're going to use this one on David Hands. 4 points healed, so David is back up to 5. You can only do one of these every kind of 6 turns, because you got to get the flavour out of your mouth. Okay, so where have I got some more of these empty wine skins? You've got 2, so Morblin is going to have one. Oh, Morblin heals 7 hit points. Good times. And we've used all our spells as well. So you're back up to 8. For bandaging, just restored their then back to for this guy could take a bandage to get back up to 5 because he wasn't knocked out, because Blake Savage learned his lesson last time, right? I don't need you here. Oh, I might need you here. You need to get open the Arden Vul maps and stuff. So that's one more used. Alright. Let's use another one for Boring. Good number, please. 4. Fine. That takes us up to 5. Okay. And it uses up one of yours. So that means we've got 2, 4, 4, 4. We've got 4 left. We've also found a healing potion, right? And someone's got a potion, a healing potion, and a potion of heroism. I think potions of heroism are really, really, really good. I don't have the Essentials book open. Advanced Fantasy DM's Guide? Where are you? No, that's Sword World. I was looking at Sword World again. I want to, because whilst the kind of like mega dungeon is good for a nice ongoing structure of a battle or of a thing to do, it kind of misses out on some stuff which is kind of exciting. Potion of heroism. Normal humans and characters of a combat-focused, non-magic class who drink a potion of heroism temporarily gain additional levels. The number of levels gained depends on the character's normal experience level. So first through 3rd gain 3 levels. Effects, the ability levels are gained, including extra hit points. Damage suffered while under the effect is first deducted from the pool of additional hit points granted. Cool. So, dwarf fighters, halflings. Can take it. Okay. And then that'll last. What was it? 1d6 plus 1 turns? Usage, yeah, 1d6 plus 6 turns. Okay, that's something to bear in mind when we next get messed up. So the question that we have, now that we've got 5 in each, so let's just mark down when we took this here potion. So healing potions we have in this turn. We have a fight in turn 3, healing potions in turn 4, and I don't want to go back yet, right? We've barely started this day, so, and we've really got no loot in the kind of day and a bit we've been down here. I did no loot that's worth money, so we're going to have to go on, right? We've got to go on, as Kane would say in Alien. So we're going to go on. Because we're not ducking out with such little winnings, and in 6 turns we'll be able to have another round of potions, right? So still spicy about that. So we have 3 options here, and we're going after this Ptoristus resting thing. No idea who it is, but it sounds like it's probably got gold. And we like gold. So, all's Arden Vul. Maps of Arden Vul. Let's see, where the hell are we? 3. And then let's zoom in. Goes out. Oh. Let's go to pan. And here. Alright, that's the right part of the map. Okay. So we're in 65. We've not described 65 yet, so let's describe 65. Level 3. Level key. 65. Right. Hall of Remembering. This chamber boasts a low dais and a 4... Let's double check we were definitely in the right area. 65, yeah, this is definitely 65. Okay, cool. This chamber boasts a low dais and a 4-foot tall alabaster book stand on which are found some scraps of parchment originally for priests kept a memorial codex of Toth. Here, the names and dates of deaths of their priesthood. The codex was taken by the beast. Blah, 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 blah. The chamber has the usual thick dust and trash. Surprisingly, the walls are not badly damaged and feature midnight blue paint with hundreds of small flecks of silver. 2 stone doors exit this chamber. The doors only open with difficulty. Okay. We're not going to be searching for a secret door, so 2 doors at the beginning of 1 to 3, 4 to 6. 1 to 3. So we go through this door. What do we do? What do we see? Okay. So this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's only a 5-foot wide chamber. So 65A. You know it's bad when the corridors have details. 65A, false door and traps. The ibis-covered wall frescoes of the corridor have been vigorously defaced. Lying along it are some 20 corpses surrounded by bits of broken adventuring gear. Some decent treasure is recoverable from the corpses after 1 to 3 turns of searching. The door at the north end appears normal, but is in fact a false door. Huh? Okay. Here, let's check this. Okay, I see. Okay. Unless the PCs are cautious, which they always are, they're only moving 60 foot every 8 turns. Every turn. Every 10 minutes they move 60 foot, so they're being very cautious. And so, unless PCs are cautious and explicitly state that they are keeping the door to 365 open while searching, they're in for a nasty fate indeed. Once the one-way door of 365 shuts, there is effectively no escape from this corridor. Hence the corpses. Nothing short of magic, actual stone mining tools, or someone else opening the door can save those trapped within. Well, that's dumb. Okay, let's check. What have we got? Imagine doing that to a party. Could you imagine it? Could you imagine that? Being like, oh yeah, I mean you're trapped and you're all dead. Sorry, nothing you can do about it. Because the people that made this game don't like their players. Don't know what fun is. No, I'm sure they do. I'm sure we've got a party that really enjoys this kind of thing. No, this is the kind of thing that they enjoy. Detect magic, gust of wind. Hail armor, shield, axe, crossbow bolts, torches, grappling hooks, nets. Shield, short bow, knife, sword, rope, torches, bedroll, bandages, quivers, rations, iron spikes, potion of diminution. What does that do? Do I got a... Is it in here? Yeah, 33 to 35. 33 to 35. 33 to 35. Reminds me once when I played a game and I just did. So I touched a magic rod to a demon skull, just to see what it did. This was a level, probably in comparison, like a level 12 character, and they were disintegrated. That was it. That was done. I didn't play again for like 3 years. I was out. I was like, kiss my ass. So diminution will shrink you to 6 feet high. That might be useful. Torches, lanterns, bedrolls, bandages, rations, backpacks, iron spikes, empty wine skins, fancy spear, rations, rope, backpacks, warhammer, and what's this door? I'm presuming this is a stone, a stone door. And warhammers aren't, they're not like what you see in old warhammer things. They're like kind of got a stick and then like a kind of like a hammery part and then like a pick part on the back, so you can do maximum damage to people in plate armor. That might be useful. Oil. So it's something that you can do with, basically you can heat up the stone and then chip it. And that's something that you can do to like make artificial caves if you don't have like good tools, depending on the kind of stone. 6 torches, marbles, bedrolls, stakes, bandages, sacks, mallets, daggers, grappling hooks, swords, leather, torches, bandages, potions of invisibility, wand of polymorph, but we don't know what it is, and we've not brought it with us. Okay, how many rations have we got? Let's have a think about this. Rations. We've got 8 iron rations there. We've got we should probably mark off a bunch of our rations. 8 more iron rations, so that's 16 iron rations. 5 normal rations, so we'll mark off these 5 normal rations. There's 6 of us, so we need to mark off another one somewhere. Alright. What you got? Bandages, bedrolls, water skins, warhammers. Okay. What have you got? Bedrolls, flasks of oil, bandages. Okay. What have you got? swords, leather, short bows, quivers, torches, bandages, ropes, shields, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so we've had one of these iron rations then. So that means we've got 15 iron rations. So that means we can keep fed pretty much for 3 days. Okay? 3 days of food. Right. So the party doesn't have much else to do at the moment than search this area. So, what have we got? 6 magic user, a scroll of 6 magic user spells, protection from normal missiles, mass morph, hold monster, reincarnation, clenched fist, volley. None of that's useful. Gold ring, ion stone, shield +2, a lot of gold, and a lot of platinum pieces, and a decent longsword. Okay. So I don't think that we have anything here. Let's ask for GM. Are we able to use the oil and the warhammer with the iron spikes to get through this door? I reckon it's unlikely because our GM is obviously a bastard. So we're going to get less than 35. 41. Fuck me. That's close, eh? So no. Right. Okay. So this is 18th. So we dug out with the latrine on the 17th. The 18th we entered the dungeon. '19th trapped. Okay. What can we do? Well, I suppose the obvious thing to do would be try a rescue party. Right? If we got a party of level ones, say level 1, yeah, level 1s, to try and get in here, but then they don't have a map. Right? They wouldn't be able to find them. So that's not realistic. I don't know what to do. Note to people, always spike your doors before you go through them, I suppose. Yeah. Nothing short of magic, actual stone mining tools, or somebody else opening the outer door, can save those trapped within. Okay. Well, that's that. Wow, that's lame. Super lame. So the question is, do I roll up another set of characters and start again? Let's have a think. What do I got here? Those two, I've got Morblin. I've got hands. So, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to roll up a level 1 adventurer. Right. Name was they'll be Mira Qatar. Right. Special sense brother in danger. Right. So she has a 75% of knowing direction each turn. Ooh, okay. So strength. What are we doing? Strength, intelligence, wisdom, constitution, dexterity, charisma. Okay. That dice, and that dice. She is not very strong. Averagely intelligent. She is 8. 12. Averagely wise. 12. Averagely constitutional. Aha, perfect. Okay. 9, 6, 15 dex, and pretty charismatic. Because I don't want her to be completely useless, and she's clearly a bit dumb. Well, a bit not dumb. Poor at making life choices. Right. Now, specializations. As noted, she's going to have short sword, dagger, two-handed, and another one, net. Right. So those are a thingy. So it's a 1d6. Daggers are 1d4, right? Are they? You ever been stabbed with a dagger? I reckon it would hurt. Let's go to Rule Cyclopedia. And go to weapons. Weapons. Introduction. Character creation. Rules section. Character creation section. Equipment. Weapons. Okay. So. Bludgeons, daggers. Oh yeah, daggers are 1d4. Short swords are 1d6. Okay. She doesn't do ranged. Nets. Nets are fun. Right. Okay. Hit points. Free. And we've got saves for a faith on here. Equipment AC will be 6. So 5. Okay. I think that's right. Armor. Hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. No. 6. Not 5. 6. Okay. Right, now equipment should of course have rations. 6 she'll have torches. 6 she has caltrops. She has iron spikes. She has a mallet. She has... of course, her weapons, including a net. She has thieves' tools. She has marbles. She has anything else good? Probably not. She of course has a sack, and she's got a backpack, and she's got rope. Right. Okay. So she's going to come down into the dungeon on the 19th. On the 20th even. 20th. Mira enters dungeon. Okay. So Mira's going to enter the dungeon. Looking for her brother. And as a... Is she going to come in through the chapel or the pyramid? But she won't know about the chapel entrance, so she's going to come in through the pyramid. Right, which means it's probably about 10 a.m. 10 in the morning. Mid-morning on the 20th. Now, couple of things. She's going to be moving silently. I need... we'll use this second half of the track for this. Very cheaty, very, oh, you're breaking all the rules attempt at a rescue. Right? Okay. Now she's going to have to rely on that really poor moving silently roll a lot. So as she comes down here, it's probably like the embers of a fire over here, with a kind of a thick smell of smoke in the air. And it's probably still kind of like smoking away, kind of making a place deeply unpleasant to be in. And she sees this statue here. And did we mention was this door not openable? Maybe. Was it? I'm sure we tried it. Let's have a check. Let's have a check. So this is room 13, I think. I think it's a 13. 13. What was 13? Because I think I opened it, unless we weren't able to open the door. 13. Trash chamber. Oh yeah. Large piles of trash. So let's say 2 by 2. Okay, so can she, as she reaches the bottom, detect the general direction of her brother? 52. So yes. So she could detect that it's in, her brother is in that direction, right? So she can ascertain that it's either this door or this door that she's going to have to go through. Oh shit. Come back here. Are any of the halflings kind of out of their little hidey hole? I reckon it's 50-50. 6. Yes. A lot of them. So she is going to try and move silently, hide in shadow, move silently, right? What is a thief's move silently check? Something really, really bad. Oh, wrong book. Thief. I don't have a right book open. Thief. I probably do actually if I go up here. Character classes, amount classes, thief. Hide in shadows, move silently, 20%. 31. Okay. So she gets a 31. Now, the hobbits hear noise will be 40. So, well, she's not done perfectly. I reckon that they still need to make a hear noise check to hear it. So, let's go. Of course, they get a 10, because, as we've already ascertained, this game hates us. Right. Fine. Their reaction check. 11. Oh, okay. So they see her, and they're very jovial about this entire affair. I mean, maybe they didn't like their boss. And so they're like, oh, hey. God, what do you do down here? It's dangerous, don't you know? Where's the rest of your party? And she's like, I'm on my own. And they're like, oh, well, good luck with that. Gotta be careful around these parts. Our boss normally really doesn't like adventurers. Sees them as a great opportunity to make some cash. But I mean, if you're mad enough to be down here all on your lonesome, you may as well give it a try. Good luck. Have a good one. Careful, Bo. There's some crazy dungeon burning adventurers who have no sense of decency about them. And she's like, all right, okay. And she thinks for a moment and thinks, yeah, sounds about right. And she heads past these guys, right? So clearly the GM has taken some mercy on her. So 1 to 3, 4 to 6. 2. 1 to 3. Okay. So, let's bring this back over here. So 2 turns. 1, 2. And she moves for 40, right? Adventuring gear. Cat creation. Is movement in here? No. Movement here. Rule section. Movement. Distance. Feet versus yards. Skip time. So our encumbrance is, yeah. Right. 30-90. Okay. 30-90. Okay, so she heads this way. So she had a little conversation here with these folks. And she went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, check for a different table for detecting things. Thief. Open locks, find traps, move silently, hear noise. Alright, okay, well that's D6. Does she no, she doesn't spot anything. Right, well she knows that from here we're looking in this direction. So I think it makes sense for her to go this way, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh shit. 3rd turn. Roll for random encounter. Nothing. She's safe. And she's probably got 2 sets of torches, right? Because she's on her own. Torches 12. Now when I think about it. And she's using torch 1. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She doesn't worry about that. 6. Does she want to go this way? 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 4 to 6. 1 to 3. 7, 8, 9. Okay. So she's going to have a search around, a look around this room, and I feel like she's a bit more likely to do something rash. So this room is, where'd it go? This room is room 9. 9. Chamber of Painful Knowledge. Okay. So she had a look around this room, right? Now the chamber is dark, but numerous empty sconces line the walls. A layer of grey-green mist rises 3 foot from the floor throughout the chamber. The mist is harmless and dissipates if the pool in area... Oh, right, so there is no green mist here because the pool is clean. 3 stone benches face a sunken area which is 8 foot below the floor level. It's gone. 5 steps lead into a sunken area, the centerpiece of which is a single onyx pillar. The usual mixture of trash, completed with obliterated frescoes. High up on the western wall, partially obscured by a layer of grime, reads an inscription in Mithric. Does she know Mithric? What's her intelligence? Her intelligence is 10. So it's very unlikely that she knows Mithric. Does she know Mithric? No. Okay, so she can't read it. So she doesn't know she doesn't know to do this, so she won't. She touches the pillar, but nothing happens. because in order to make this pillar work, you need to you need to know to ask it a question, right? So yeah, she spends a turn searching this room but doesn't find anything, and she needs to rest. So she's going to rest in this room. She's fine. She's safe. So, having not found what she was looking for in here, she's going to head back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open this door. And into here. And if we remember, this is a kind of an empty-ish chamber. Memory serves us correctly. So this is room 8. This is room 8. The robing room. And this is where they found the white glass activation square last time. But she is going to search it for secret doors. 4 doesn't find nothing. Okay. So that's a turn. And another turn. And a torch. It's not a torch. Don't know why I marked off a torch. Okay. Next. Random encounter. In this area. So we're still in the top area. So, what is it? Random encounters. Let's roll a d20. 13. 13. A party of NPC adventurers. Oh. Okay. Well, I think she's going to try and just avoid them. They're not who she's looking for. No, she won't try and avoid them. So they see her. She sees them. Well, they're... how far away are they? 80 foot. So, 80 foot. They're either up here or they're along here. So 1 to 3, 4 to 6. Up here. So they're coming down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or so. So they're kind of just here. Now she's going to head up and ask them whether or not they've seen her brother, and they'll be like, "No, we just got here. We were ran down by those halflings, and now we're going to make our money back." And she's like, "All right, okay, fair enough. Cool. See you later," she says. And that uses up a turn. That's her whole turn gone. And she's probably here now, so she's going to head back down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She sees this lovely looking pool. So she's going to go in here and search for secrets. Doesn't find anything. She rests. Check for monsters. Check for monsters. Nothing. Okay. Okay. Next turn. Another torch. So, she doesn't find anything in this room. Heads back up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opens this. 6, 7, 8, 9. Gets to this door. There's an unsprung trap in here. That'll be fun. Wants to check. 6. Nothing. So she opens this door, goes into here. Does she spring the trap? I mean, I think it's unlikely because, again, she's quite careful, even if she's a bit of an idiot. 41, not idiot. Even if she's a bit unwise. Foolhardy. So she doesn't spring it. Does she detect it? Yes. Okay, she finds this spear trap, and it's like, right, well, let's make sure I don't stand in that, she says. Right. She's going to try and detect her brother again. You say we can do it every section of turns. 30. Right. So she could tell that he is in this direction. Right. So she's going to go count down. So she's going to go through this door, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Opens this door. Beastmen have probably moved on by now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here. Random encounter. Nothing. It's looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open this door. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She's here. Good. She kind of felt that it was over this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But here, right? Because she felt it was over this way, right? From here. She doesn't know which of these to go through. So 1 to 3, 4 to 6. 4 to 6. She's going to go through this door. And this goes like so. 1, 2, 3. She's gonna see what's going on inside of here. 64. 64. Empty chamber. So there's kind of a pile of trash in the southeast corner. Does she take a look? 1 to 3 she takes a look. 4 to 6 she doesn't. She doesn't. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going on to a new page. How annoying. 6. When it goes down 2, there's a door. Okay, let's check this door. She listens at the door. If there's something on the other side, she hears it. It's on the other side. 57. 57. There's nothing making any noise, so she opens it. And we need a new set of pages because we've gone off of the map. Okay, come on. Come on, all this stuff up. Get out of my way. So that's that level of a dungeon. That's that level of a dungeon. Right, here we go. And let's check this map. Okay. So we'll be fine bringing this on like up here, right? So. This room is one up. Like so. She opens the door, and what do we see? This is 57. 57 antechamber. The chamber features stone walls painted with peeling yellow paint, and a set of stone benches lining all the walls. These benches are attached to the wall and are 3 foot tall. A section of bench next to the door is hinged. This section is not immediately obvious. Thanks for telling me, then. And detects as a secret door unless each section is examined. Opened, the section reveals a 3 foot square cavity. Inside is a bolt of carefully folded yellow silk, a bullseye lantern, a flask of oil, and an Octavio-sized codex matrix called Property of Eustachius Vacantor. Fair enough. 57A. 57. Okay, we're not there yet. Does she find this? I reckon it's likely. This is kind of her thing. She's a sneaky, searchy, foolhardy, thiefy girl. So, you know, probably not the best person to come down into a dungeon all on her own. So I think it's going to be likely. Let's see. 13. Yes, she does. Okay, so she has managed to find 100 gold pieces of yellow silver, 100 gold pieces of yellow silk. She might also have that made into a dress. That sounds wonderful. Bullseye lantern. Useful, but bullseye lantern. Folded silk, bullseye lantern, flask of oil. Yeah, she hasn't got any flasks of oil. That was a bad move on my part. Now she does. Flask of oil. And octavo. I don't know what octavo sized means. Sized codex called Property of Eustachius. Yeah, Eustachius Vacantor. Fine. She needs to rest. We need to roll for Wandering Monster. No, she's good. And next turn. So, she's going to check for... Can she sense her brother? Yes. Maybe 75 is too high. Maybe we should make it 50%. What do you think? So, she detects that he's back in kind of like... That he's like in, And he's like in, that direction. So, I reckon with that, she's going to double back, right? So she's going to come back this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then she's going to see these two, one, two. She's going to see these two doors, right? I think she'll open the first door, right? That makes sense to me. Does it make sense to you? Let's see a reason for her to try the second door first. She opens the first door and she sees this lot of idiots trapped. And she's like, oh, look what I found. And Ren turns and I don't believe it. It's my little sister. And she's like, no, I don't believe it. It's my idiot brother and his 5 gaggling compatriots of idiocy. What on earth are you all doing here? And they're like, well, we came in and then the door closed behind us and we were trapped. And she's like, well, what would you do if it weren't for me? And they go, well, we'd probably die horribly of starvation. And she's like, yes, you probably would have. But luckily for you lot, you haven't, because I'm here and I'm the best. And they were like, you certainly are. They were like, who's this sister of yours? Yeah. And, yeah, she's, particularly after they've all been trapped in a wee room, she's definitely a breath of fresh air in more ways than one. Name's Mira, and, well, it's good to see that you're in one piece, brother. Mother would have given me no end of trouble if you was dead. And he's like, yes, thank you. And she's like, no problem. Now what? And you're like, well, we've got another corridor to check. We still don't have enough loot to make this worth our trouble. And she's like, all right, I'll stick around for now. She says, okay, cool. And so she's gonna stick around for a bit. And that's time. There you go. That's how Cheaty McDM Cheaty rescued his 6 characters. And she was pretty lucky. But really, it isn't that far, right, from the entrance. Maybe I should have put the chance of her detecting them lower. But we're kind of like midway through now, the 3rd day in the dungeon. We need to mark down their consumption, right? So they will have consumed 6 rations. Yeah, here we go. It's pretty easier to mark off these rations. So they'll have had 6 rations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll probably burnt through a fair number of their torches, right? Depends really on whether or not they decide to sit in the dark. Probably for a while, right? So let's get rid of a whole bunch of their torches. And they'll have done at least one more round of these. So we've got 4 of these left. These healing salves. So 4 plus 5. So that's this one's back up to 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. This guy 3. So you're back up to 8. That's probably fine. Oh, did we not do one for you? Oh well. One for you. Right. You're back up to 10. So that leaves us with 1 more of those potions. Guess they each probably have drank it. Another 4. So he's back up to 14. And we're out of disgusting, poo-tasting, healing water. There we go. Right. So, we still have a party. We're not distraught. I'll need to add Mira to the lineup. Maybe. She might go off and do her own thing. Might form part of a second party. You definitely, I mean, you don't want siblings of the same party. You know, they both end up dying. What will her mum think? But she'll stick around for now. And yeah, cool, top bananas. That session done with. That was very nearly quite upsetting, but we made it. We made it. So yeah, talk next time. Bye bye.